watch something new, learn something new. Welcome to your digital classroom. I'm Saji KV and you are watching my channel, the EUREKA. Let's learn Act 2, Scene 7. This scene takes place in a room of Portia's house in Belmont. Prince of Morocco comes for choosing the casket after swearing, and Prince of Morocco is shown the caskets. He reads the inscriptions on the caskets. He then asks Portia, how can he know which is the right casket? Portia tells him the casket that contains her picture, her portrait, is the right casket. If he chooses that casket, then she will be his. And then Prince of Morocco analyzes the caskets and the inscriptions written on the caskets. Then he finally chooses the gold casket. Let us go through the scene to find out what is the consequences of his choice. Now, let's go through the scene in detail. Portia, go draw aside the curtains and discover the several caskets to this noble prince. Portia tells the servant, go ahead, draw the curtain aside and show different caskets to Prince of Morocco and let him make his choice. Morocco, first of gold, who this inscription bears, who chooses me shall gain what many men desire. Prince of Morocco reads the inscription written on the gold casket. Whoever chooses me shall gain what many men desire. And then he reads the inscription on the silver casket. Second silver, which this promise carries, who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. Then he reads the inscription written on the silver casket. Whoever chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. The third, dull lead, with warning all as blend. Who chooses me must give and hazard all hath. And the third, dull lead casket, with a warning, with a threat. Whoever chooses me shall give and hazard, risk all that he has. He has the inscriptions written on the caskets. Now he hesitates. How can he know which is the right casket? How shall I know if I do choose the right? He asks Portia, how can he know which is the right casket? Portia, the one of them contains my picture, prince. If you choose that, then I am yours withal. One of the caskets contains my picture, my portrait. And if you choose that casket, I shall be yours along with it. Thus Portia tells Prince of Morocco, the casket that contains the portrait of Portia is the right casket. Morocco, some God direct my judgment. Let me see, I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says this lead casket? May God direct my judgment. Let me see once again The inscriptions written on the caskets in reverse order. What says this Latin casket? Who chooses me must give and hazard all he hath. What is written on the lead casket? And he reads out the inscription written on the lead casket. Whoever chooses me must give and risk all that he has. Must give for what? For lead. Hazard for lead. Then he speaks in a disgusting manner that what should I risk for lead? What should I give for lead? This casket threatens men that hazard all, do it in hope for fair advantages. This casket offers a threat rather than a promise. Men risk things in the hope of good return, good advantage. And he does not want to risk anything for lead casket. A golden mind stoops not to show off dross. I will then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. Moreover, a noble man will never stoop down to think about the worthless thing. A noble man will never stoop down to choose a worthless thing. Therefore, I shall not give or risk anything for lead. Thus, he rejects the lead casket. What says the silver with her virgin hue? What is written on the silver casket? He describes silver casket as virgin hue. Virgin hue means pure white color, pure white. Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. It bears the inscription that whoever chooses me shall get as much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. Let me pause here and let me value my worth, my deservings impartially. If thou best rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. Yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. If you are judged by your estimation, you deserve enough. Yet that deservings may not be similar to that of silver casket. That is to say, in his estimation, he deserves Portia. But in the estimation of Portia, it may not be true. And then he goes a step further. Yet to be afraid of my deserving were but a weak disabling of myself. If I doubt my own deservings, it is a sign of weakness. It is a sign of weakness when I doubt my own deservings. As much as I deserve, and then he tells, I deserve as much as Portia deserves. And so he wants to say, he deserves a great deal. Why? That is the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, in graces, in qualities of breeding, but more than these, in love I do deserve. So, I deserve Portia By my birth, I was born noble and rich. I deserve her by my birth. My fortune, I deserve her my fortune on account of my wealth. Just like Portia is wealthy and Prince Morocco is also wealthy. I deserve her by graces, good qualities, just like Portia is virtuous and so is Morocco. And then he deserves her on account of his upbringing. Just like Portia was brought up in a well-to-do family, well brought up, in the same way Prince of Morocco is also brought up in a well-to-do family. Thus, he deserves Portia by birth, by fortune, by graces, by upbringing. Above all, he deserves Portia because of his love for Portia. What if I stayed no further, but choose here? What does it matter if I remain here and make my choice? Thus, Prince of Morocco, in hesitation, tells, let me stop here and make my choice. Because Prince of Morocco feels that his deservings are enough to marry Portia. Thanks for watching this video. If you like, kindly subscribe, like and share. Stay tuned for more videos.